Edge and taken brilliantly by Misbah-ul Haq. Unfortunate exit for the debutant. Terrific cricket from Pakistan. Umar Gul has struck in his first over.
A fiery baptism. He's learnt about it in the very first delivery that he's faced in Test cricket. Angling delivery, he's played defensively. Maybe a little bit late. Good low catch. So first ball dismissal. Something he wouldn't forget. He would want to forget, in fact. Sangakkara goes for a duck. And Sri Lanka now 3 for 1.
Entering the arena when Sri Lanka are in trouble. Edge gets him runs. It's a fast outfield. 4 off the bat of the left-hander. Wanapura on 7 now.
Yes, his head turned at once the moment the ball touched the bat. Wanted to make sure that the ball was safe. He looks at once to see whether it went in the air, whether it went in the direction of gully, because he knew that the ball had moved just a little bit to take the outside of the bat.
He's pushing hard for 2. Comes back hurriedly for the second one. Canaria with a dive that throws at the non-striker's end, which turned out to be the striker's zone. You don't normally associate run-out efforts with Danish. Canaria is a little slow on his feet, but that really was a special effort that warmed the hearts of the captain also.
Sangakkara was off the moment he played the ball. Would have been mighty close. Had it hit, no, he'd made his ground. He ran very hard. Ran straight down the pitch, just outside the danger area. Good running.
He's working well out there, Kumar Sangakkara, tucking the ball away nicely this time for 3. He's up and running and looks to be in good form.
Yes, he is indeed in good form. Made 100 in the warm-up game. Certainly very good figures all round for Sangakkara, but Pakistan stands out. 749 runs, 11 innings, 83.22. Also good against Bangladesh and Zimbabwe. But you can see he's over 40, well over 40 against most countries.
He's way ahead of his teammates when it comes to averages against Pakistan. The others feature in the 30 grade. Maximum is 35. And Kumar Sangakkara averaging in 80s. Unbelievable track record. Is he the next choice as the captain? Now that is the big question to ask and to answer, I guess. But he should fit in the bill naturally. He's been the vice captain for Sri Lanka now for some time. Lovely straight drive, runs 4. Good piece of timing and finding the placement this time around.
Likes to get on the front foot, Wanapura. He's been waiting for that one, waiting for the overpitch delivery. Didn't push his foot very far forward, but the balance was there. The hands came through nicely to meet the ball at the right moment. Good timing. Found the gap also. The boundary for Wanapura. That's his second boundary.
Goes for the pull shot and he connects well. That's beautifully played away. Drive followed by the pull shot. So he's having the better of the debutant Sohail Khan, who's tried few things out there, and he's paid the price. 2 boundaries of 2 balls.
Yes, picked that early. That was short. Didn't rise. Ideal height for the pull shot, just above waist height. Swivels nicely. Again, he tries to get on the front foot, and then realizes it's short. Swivels nicely onto the back foot. Would have given him a lot of satisfaction hitting that one right off the middle of the bat.
Goes for the drive, uppish, but he'll get runs. So a very good over for Sri Lanka. Good over for the left-hander. He pushes himself now to 20. 25 for 1 Sri Lanka.
Word does get round very quickly. There was always a feeling that Wanapura is a bit vulnerable against a short pitch delivery coming directed at him.
Well, he manages it pretty well. This was way too short. Saw him in Sri Lanka against the Indians, struggled with the short deliveries, but I tell you pitch him up and he's up for it. Anything pitched up, he throws his bat at it. Pretty good in that. Well in his crease. That's the one. Just pitch it up and he will go for it. That's his main strength. Anything outside the off stump, even he looks to go through the cover also. But anything short, he struggles a little bit.
You can't really classify him as a stylist. He's got a technique of his own, a bit wideish stance. But gets on the front foot. He's very quick to get on the front foot, and that's one of the reasons why bowlers tend to go short on him. But I think he's worked on the short pitch delivery for a while and has overcome some of the problems. Again, wide off the crease, and that's crashed through the offside. A very fine shot. See, anything which is short and wide is going to be hit very severely.
This wasn't a bad delivery by any mean. Maybe a bit of a room there for the batsman, but onto the front foot quickly. Saw a huge gap between mid-off and the point fielder. Crashed it through the cover. In the air, over the top. Another boundary.
Sangakkara really has the type of experience to deal with deliveries like that. That was short, and there was enough bounce, so Sangakkara really looked to try and hit it over the slips, as you would say, just in fact getting the direction. He played it quite intentionally, hitting it over the slips and realizing that there was no insurance in that third man area.
He normally bowls pretty sharp. He's around about 135, 36 at the moment. That was maybe a little clip and another boundary for the Sri Lankans, a very important one. It was a loose delivery, I would say, down to the leg side, and it was a help yourself delivery. Another boundary.
Sangakkara is so good at this, just putting the bad balls away for runs and hitting it just wide of the wicket keeper. Just had enough bat to get it wide.
I think it's important for Yunus Khan to go and have a bit of word with Sohail Khan. Just try to ease him a little bit. It always helps as a bowler when the captain comes and put his arm around and say, listen, just take him another first-class game. That's what happened to us, to me especially, when I debuted my game here in Karachi. Imran was the captain, and I struggled early on with the first few overs, and Imran came around from mid-off and just put his arm around me and just said, just take this as a club game. And that really helped. It's not that he's going to come and give me some tips or anything at that particular time, but I tell you, it does help. And I think it's important for Yunus Khan to just maybe go and have a bit of word with him.
Yes, Waka, I think you get a good feeling about Yunus Khan. It's just that he tends to be very proactive, and sort of he's very much the senior campaigner in the team, because you don't have too many very much senior players in this Pakistan team, particularly amongst the bowlers. So I think he really needs to be far more proactive than most captains. And there you are, you could see that he's been very much in the forefront. "41 for 1.
Oh, I was in the air for a little while, but a huge gap from gully to point in between. And this outfield is just so fast that it just carried to the boundary so fast.
Anything shortly wayward is been treated severely. Again, Wanapura on the front foot, going hard at it and taking the outside edge. There's no protection out in the deep behind the stumps. So there's plenty of runs to be made in that area, and I could see that Wanapura tends to thrive in that direction. Pulled away. That was short, and Wanapura was quick to pounce on it. Didn't get hold of it fully on the beat of the bat. It still runs for him. 3.
I think Wanapura is pretty much aware of his weakness. He knows that any short delivery, he's going to be getting a lot of short deliveries and pretty ready for it. This wasn't the most shortest of the deliveries, but because he was ready for it, there you go, just rolled his wrist over it, didn't really hit it in the air.
Once again, a very good looking shot on the front foot, punched to the onside. This pitch certainly has plenty of value for batsmen.
Doesn't he look beautiful when Sangakkara times the ball? It wasn't too far away from Danish Kanaria, but look at this timing. Pure timing. Didn't really try to hit it too hard. As Ranjit said, just a gentle punch. These bats nowadays so good. If you get it middle of the bat, there's always get boundary for it.
Well, it's whipped away. And that'll be 4. So on the onside, and he punishes it severely. 65 for 1.
Well, it's in the air. Oh, it just goes over mid-off. Have to say a little bit of ill discipline there.
Yes, perhaps not coming on to him enough. He thought he could easily work it through that mid-wicket area, but in the end got a leading edge. Went over mid-off, just clearing the fielder. So that also does happen. The odd ball does stop a little bit. Got to keep playing it as straight as you can.
Well, that's a fine shot. You'd have to say a bit of poor fielding. Yunus Khan, captain. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, you need to get down, but have to be able to stop these.
Nicely onto the front foot, and Yunus Khan messing up that dive. The ball going underneath him, just maybe brushing his palm as it went through. Wanapura getting it right off the middle of the bat, just wide of the mid-off fielder.
Well, there's his 50. Superb half-century by Wanapura. He's really played well. They've attacked him, the Pakistan opening bowlers. It's his sixth Test 50. And has really put Sri Lanka in a very strong position. Well, at the moment he's making it look very, very easy. Pakistan are in a lot of problems here. I see here that Sohail Khan is trying to get the ball good lines, good lengths. If you were with us at the toss, and my co-commentator Ranal Abinaik telling you this was a good batting pitch. Dustier, the end that Shoaib Malik is bowling, and you cannot bowl that short if you're bowling off spin.
Thank you very much, says Kumar Sangakkara. That was very short. Came through quite slowly as well. Plenty of time for him to get on the back foot, smash it past the extra cover fielder.
Flash there. Yasser Arafat really getting Wanapura to play a full shot here.
Yes, took his chance and slashed at it. In the air, and he's gone. That's the second Sri Lankan wicket to fall. A brilliant one-handed catch. Yasser Arafat, for his persistency, has been rewarded.
Well, it was his second catch and it was a brilliant catch. Yasser Arafat had already got him to play an indifferent shot earlier on in the over. You see here, pushed across him, gets an edge, pushes at it, brilliant catch. You see that from Mark Taylor of the older Australian side. Made it look very easy. Sri Lanka lose their second wicket. Melinda Wanapura goes to 59. Sri Lanka 93 for 2. New batsman Mahela Jayawardene coming to the crease. His last series as captain.
Drives nicely for one. Kumar Sangakkara is such a sweet player to watch when he's driving through the offside. 100 is up, 100 for 2.
That's a fine shot by Sangakkara, continuing in the vein he's really started.
That it is time now for Sri Lanka to give something back to him. Now this really was close, extremely close. Did it pitch outside the leg stump? The only problem in the mind of the umpire, or the only thought creeping in the mind of the umpire, was where did it pitch?
Oh, that's really hitting middle stump, I would reckon. See, one really can't understand what went through the mind of the umpire. There was no bat on that, and that was going straight to hit either off stump or middle stump. And the Pakistanis, they must be distraught. They must be very disappointed.
Picks up one. Kumar Sangakkara 105 for 2. Smashed by Sangakkara, partly stopped by Yunus. Cover. It was a strong case in favour of the bowler here. It pitched within the red zone. Now it hit the back leg, would have gone on to hit part of middle and good part of the off stump. Maybe the umpire thought that the angle would have taken the ball away from the stumps. That is the only consideration he could have had in making that judgment, but really looked extremely close.
Yes, on a pitch like this, you really need to get decisions like that going your way, particularly when you're on the bowling side. So one at times thought that it may have had the inside edge, but it certainly didn't appear to be so. And even to the naked eye, you got the feeling that it was heading towards stumps. So Sangakkara survives. He's on 45, and I think breaks like that would certainly allow him to go on to make a big score.
20 odd minutes to go for lunch. Still no sign of Danish Kanaria. Shoaib Malik will bowl his third over. Oh, straight a one and almost getting to Misbah ul Haq. Terrific delivery. Marvellous angle created by Shoaib Malik from that around the wicket channel. It didn't spin back. It was the curler, the straighter one.
Jawardena somewhat tentative once again, showing the lack of form that he's been running through in the one-day games in the recent past. Very lucky that it didn't carry to slip.
It's a good angle, round the wicket angle to a newcomer, because he's still trying to get his balance right at the crease, and from that angle you can get your balance all wrong. Misbah ul Haq was once again on view, big time. It's a no ball.
Malaji Jawardena didn't pick up that dusra, which was bowled from wide round the wicket. In fact, played for turn and then had to adjust very, very late.
It appeared more like a seamer from Shoaib Malik. It wasn't the conventional dusra. He goes up in the air once again, Yasir Arafat. Steve Davis is still unmoved. Maybe going down the leg side, possibly, but a close shave. Indeed, a close one.
Yes, my first impressions was that it was probably just going down leg side. There was enough doubt in the mind of the umpire, and also an inside edge, was it?
Now this is a big game for Danish Kanaria. 50 for Kumar Sangakkara, so another milestone reached against his favourite side. 29th Test match 50, made it look ridiculously easy, as he always does. Terrific campaigner, wonderful striker of the ball, and a very consistent performer for Sri Lanka. But Test cricket is a different ball game. This really was well bowled, quicker through the air and on target. Steve Davis has a look at his watch. The bails will be taken off. Lunch day one, Sri Lanka are nicely placed, comfortably placed at 120 for 2. And so at lunch then, Sri Lanka nicely placed 120 for 2.
Good piece of fielding. Yunus Khan leading from the front. Well, I've got you commentating with you, Waqar. Talk me through exactly what the bowlers are thinking about. Going from a one-day form of the game where it's all about containment to then come into a test match after not playing for 14 months. How as a bowling unit do you go about it if you haven't had the greatest of sessions? How do you motivate yourself, or how do you stick together as a bowling unit to come out and attack the Sri Lankans?
That's nicely played. Full face of the bat, and it might not go for 4, but I tell you, it was a beautiful shot. It will go for 4. Excellent shot by Mahela Jayawardene, who's been out of nick. But this shot will probably give him a lot of confidence.
I think that's exactly what he needed. It wasn't really a half volley. You can see it was just full of length, and he times it beautifully. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You can't say Umar Gul has bowled a poor delivery there. What you can say is it's beautiful timing by a beautiful batsman.
Very soothing. What he does the best is he doesn't really go all out for the shot. All he does is just punches it. Look at that. Back feet up, just punch it. Power coming through from the bottom hat, the last second, all the way. In the air. Oh! On this pitch, you can't afford to drop these sort. 32 overs gone, 141 for 2. A little hesitant playing that shot. Oh, it just maybe carried up. Or it's always difficult.
Good shot, good aggressive play against the box office spinner, Danish Canaria. 50 partnership as well.
That's a positive feet movement from Kumara Sangakkara. Saw a bit of flight, got under the ball and hit it way over that wide mid-wicket. Nicely in control.
Well ball, Danish.
We have to say that Sri Lanka really have attacked Pakistan. Yes, Pakistan haven't bowled consistently well, but what they have done has been aggressive through running, and also they've attacked, and I think they've done it at the right time.
I got a little excited in the last over, in the last delivery when Umar Gul, I thought he dropped it. He might have just not carried to him because he looked in a good position at the time when the ball reached at him. But he might have not carried. Have a look at that. A little hesitant playing that shot. Oh, it just maybe carried up. Or it's always difficult. Little hesitant, not really. Maybe just carried. It's not easy, especially when you're a 6'3" and you bowl and you have to come down straight after that. It was in a good area though. That's the area where you really want the ball to come if it's come in the air. And he just dropped it. It was pretty low. This came pretty slow, but you got to take these sort of catches.
You have to take them, especially on flat pitches in Pakistan. He'll know that, Umar Gul. Difficult chances, but it is a chance. End of the 33rd over. Sri Lanka 146 for 2.
Sohail Khan bowled 6 overs in his first spell. Didn't have the best of the outing in the first session.
Well, looking at this, Wakar, it looks like he's bowled 600 overs.
Yes, you're right. It looks a bit stiff here, but it's the first delivery after lunch. Maybe give him a couple of deliveries and he might just loosen up a little bit. But definite fault in his action. I clearly see that. He falls over, his arm goes all over the place. His head's not really still. Sure. His run-up is not very impressive at the moment.
Well, I think you're being quite kind there, Wekot. He's 24, he's on his debut, and he's stiff after 6 overs. If it was me, I'd be running from the side screen, still bowling 70 mile an hour, but I'd still be running from the side screen. Similar to the way that Shoaib Akhtar runs up. I think you're right, you'll see it there, falls away. His left arm doesn't stay rigid and he falls away. But he is a prospect. He is on his debut, he's a young, raw, fast bowler. Needs to be given time.
That's nicely played once again. Mahela Jayawardene has been out of nick for a while, but he's finding his feet right now. Once again, a full-length delivery and timed it beautifully.
Well, it is a juicy half volley. And if you look, He didn't even want to stop it off his own bowling then. Struggled to get down. Whether he's struggling with a bit of fitness, he's stiff, I'm not sure.
Oh, just got away with it. It was another juicy short pitch delivery on that occasion. Mahela Jayawardene must have been enjoying it there. It's not causing any problem to him. That's the way he runs. If you look at from the front, this is what Mahela Jayawardene probably looking at. He's definitely not running the best at the moment. He's definitely stiff. And what I'm trying to say is, have a look at here. Collapses front leg. His head is all over the place, and he's just moving out of the crease way too early. He should be running straight on the pitch.
Well, you have to be kind to a young bowler, but I'm sorry, that's rubbish. It's a full toss, he's struggling, and I'm glad to see that there's somebody going up to him to have a word with him. Here's Bahul Haq. Need to clear his head.
I think he's struggling with something or the other. He's having some problem in his leg, either he's getting cramped, he's getting crampy, or something or the other, because he's not getting the length right, a line right. He's all over the place. As I said, his head is all over the place. I think it's important for the captain now to go up to him and ask him what the problem is. Look at that. He's on his knees very quickly.
But you all could see here, he's got crossed over feet, and it's more of a sling. It's the end of the 34th over. It's 155 for 2.